Come on, man. Y'all had me. I'm rooting. I'm rooting. Yeah, come on, man. These ladies deserve more money, but come on, man. You got to play back-to-backs, man. Come on. You got to. It's part of it. Shit, but if a lockout came, if I was playing back-to-backs three times, you have to play 3 games in a row. Come on, man. I'm all with it. I'm all with it. But don't lose me there now. Don't lose me. Don't lose me. Please don't lose me.
Patrick Beverley is learning a very harsh lesson, and it was completely avoidable. All you had to do was listen to Uncle KC. Now, I'm not always right, but when it comes to these entitled players in the WNBA dump, Uncle KC is rarely wrong. How many times have I said it is damn near impossible to support these entitled players? If you do happen to support them, you run the serious risk of being publicly humiliated because they are going to embarrass you. It's what they do. It's in their nature. I mean, have you watched this unbelievably bad product? Those bruised faces and black eyes, that's not because pretend basketball is a physical game. That's not because they're fighting with each other. Those bruised faces and black eyes, those are the result of the miniature ball bouncing off the bottom of the backboard and hitting them directly in the face. The thing is, I think most people are in agreement here. I think most people can agree that WNBA players should be given more money. Now, notice I did not say they've earned more money. 99% of pretend basketball players in this league, they're on the missing persons report. They're unknown. They're anonymous. But because of their doofus players union, you can't give Caitlin Clark more money and not spread the wealth to other players who contribute absolutely nothing to generating revenue. Most people can agree the minimum wage should be increased in the WNBA. The problem is, these entitled players make it impossible to support them. Let me ask you something. Let's say you're a waiter working at an upscale restaurant. You are the best waiter on the team. You're the star of the facility. When guests are booking their dinner reservations, they specifically request you to be their server. The other waiters and waitresses, they are not on your level. At the end of the night, you've generated $500 in tips, while the rest of the team combined for $500. The problem is, the owner of the restaurant believes in equity. In his mind, well, excuse me, Uncle KC, as the owner of this fine establishment, I prefer to be called they or them. Okay, they. In they's mind, it's not fair that you get to keep all the tips that you earned. That's not very equitable. So at the end of the night, you are forced to share your earnings with the other thems. All tips are combined. Everyone gets their fair share. As the best waiter, you believe you deserve a raise, maybe a higher percentage of tips or an increase in your hourly rate. Either way, you want more money. So how are you going to make that happen? Outside of just demanding more money, what are you going to do to prove your value? Perhaps you ask for more shifts, you come in early and leave late. Maybe you upsell and get patrons to buy the top shelf liquor instead of the vodka that's used for lighter fluid. You're going to go above and beyond to showcase your value. You are going to make it impossible for they to deny your raise. That's how normal people conduct business. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the so-called elite athletes in the WNBA dump. Like the top waiter at the restaurant, Caitlin Clark is the only earner in the WNBA. If this were the mafia, the Rue from Waterloo would be well on her way to becoming a made man. Like the underperforming waiters at the restaurant, WNBA players believe they're entitled to the money that Caitlin Clark has generated. Instead of proving their value, instead of showing why they deserve to be paid in dollars instead of Ethiopian breadcrumbs, WNBA players are doing everything they can to prove they don't deserve more money. They hijack the All-Star game. They humiliate the league by protesting at All-Star weekend. They threaten to sit out games if they don't get their way. When they're in these meetings negotiating with the diva of Dump Divas, Kat Engelbert, I'm sure WNBA players have threatened to cancel next season. And now, players are once again complaining about their brutal schedule. Once again, WNBA players are demanding more money and less work. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel in the description below. Yesterday on the second channel, talked about Shedeur Sanders potentially being cut in Cleveland. His performance yesterday was embarrassing, but that's not the reason I think Deion's baby boy is getting cut. The reason Shedeur Sanders could be released, I don't think the coaching staff in Cleveland wants him. I don't think they want the distraction. So if you haven't already, click the link in the description below, subscribe to the second channel. Thursday night, the Phoenix Masculines competed in an exciting game against the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces. Quick, name one player on either one of these teams. KC Bob Griner plays for the Masculines. Bob is a huge star. No, Bob Griner has taken her masculine dreams to Atlanta. The WNBA and their pretend friends in the mainstream media, they were hoping that you would be able to identify AJ Wilson. You know, the same AJ Wilson that was given a sympathy shoe deal from Nike. My inside sources, they told me that AJ visited the Nike campus recently with her thinking that she is the face of the brand. AJ thought that she was going to walk right into the building. Unfortunately, AJ was mistaken for a tourist. Security politely escorted her off Nike's property, but they did give her a vibrating green toy as a lovely parting gift. With Bob Griner dreaming of masculinity in Atlanta, Satou Sabally has become the anonymous face of the Phoenix Masculines. Thursday night, the Masculines were emasculated by the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces. When I initially saw the score, I thought the Chicago Bravado were playing in this game. Anytime I see a 20 or 30 point beatdown in the WNBA, I naturally think the Chicago Bravado are nursing the bruised caboose. But Thursday night, the bruised caboose belonged to the Phoenix Masculines. After the game, Satou Sabally was speaking with the one or two people in the media who bothered to show up. Sabu was mad. But she wasn't mad because she was toting an ass whooping. Sabu wasn't mad because it's miserably hot in Phoenix this time of year. Sabu was pissed off because Kat Engelbert had the audacity to schedule a game for the following night. Sabu was mad because the WNBA expected her to play back-to-back games. Watch for yourself.
It's like they don't care about player safety. It's like they don't care about scheduling or whatever. And I mean, I only mentioned that one time in the beginning of the season, and I know people always love to come and say, oh, you guys want to get paid more, you guys need to play all these games, but at some point there's a sports science to it. And yeah, it's honestly just like game on game on game on game. So we play tomorrow and we're professional and we'll do it.
What? Excuse me? You're professional? Professional at what? I know you're not claiming to be a professional basketball player. If Satou Sabally is claiming to be a professional complainer, I believe it. But professional basketball player? Uncle KC ain't biting into that shit sandwich. Sabu pointed out that she's only complained about playing back-to-back games once this season, which is true. That's true. Sabu is telling the truth. But I noticed that she conveniently failed to mention why she's only complained about this once. The reason Satou Sabally has only complained one time about playing in back-to-back games is because the Phoenix Masculines have only played back-to-back games once this season. Thursday night was the second complaint, which means both times they have played back-to-back games, Satou Sabally has complained about it. The schedule is grueling. How can they expect us to play 2 nights in a row? We are playing far too many games. We demand one-day work weeks. Let me ask you something. How many of you guys are given a day off between work days? How many of you work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you're off Tuesday and Thursday in between? Better yet, how many of you guys get the privilege of going to work to play? These entitled women are playing a game for a living, and they only play 44 games from May to September. That's 8 or 9 games a month, 2 or 3 games a week, and you have the audacity to complain about the schedule? NBA players are playing 82 games in 7 months. Their workload is double the workload in the WNBA. But KC NBA players are making millions. Yeah, you want to know why? NBA players are generating billions. This is one of many reasons that I have zero sympathy for WNBA players. They want more money and less work, or they want more money for an easier workload. They want Kat Engelbert to stretch the length of the WNBA regular season. But here's the problem. There's a reason the WNBA season runs from May to September. For starters, there's minimal competition on television in the summer. But the main reason is the NBA starts in October. You can't stretch the season because the arenas are not available. Not to mention the fact that if you stretch the regular season, you're now competing with the NFL, the NBA, the World Series. You're having a hard enough time maintaining interest without Caitlin Clark during the summer. How are you going to maintain interest competing against all those other leagues? The short answer is you're not. WNBA players just don't get it. They have no idea how to be relatable. They have no idea how to generate support. They're so blinded by entitlement, they have no idea how to get people on their side. Give me your thoughts on this. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.